As our first speaker, I'm proud and happy to welcome Ursula von der Leyen, the President of the European Commission. Ursula von der Leyen has spoken at DLD during her roles as German Federal Minister of Family Affairs, of Minister of Labour and Minister of Defence. Since December 2019, this woman of expertise is the leader of the European Commission. She assumed office with the courageous plan of transforming Europe to make our continent fit for the 21st century. What a task, to align 27 member states all with their own agenda on one vision. A little bit like getting a flea bag together. It must be also the equivalent of herding cats. Talking, making decision. We wish Ursula the book of Danny Kahneman we just got introduced us. The decision hygiene, such an important new concept. But back to Ursula. On top of all of this is she has to manage our continent in the current pandemic. But nevertheless, she sticks to her political priorities, which are digitalization, an economy that works for the people, the strengthening of European values, and of course, the European Green Deal. The Green Deal is a huge vision and a mission that aims very high. It contains a multitude of action-driven projects to make our world more sustainable and fight climate change. For DLD All Stars, President von der Leyen will elaborate this vision on one crucial Green Deal project, the so-called new European Bauhaus, which was launched only a few weeks ago. So let's find out together about this vision in a statement the President recorded for us last week.
Lieber Hubert Burda, lieber Herr Dr. Vardi, liebe Steffi Czerny, and dear DLD community, thank you very much for inviting me to this very special DLD edition. Of course, we would have all preferred to meet as usual in person, but unfortunately that is not possible this year. But still, I'm honored to be part of your All Stars selection. And this time, you have asked me to elaborate on a project that is really dear to my heart. The new European Bauhaus. You might wonder, why now? Why do we need such a project in the middle of a pandemic? Well, I believe we need it now more than ever. The new European Bauhaus is a project of hope. And this is, to pick up your slogan, what the world needs now. What we all need now in these grey days. We need projects that open a perspective for the future, that make us dream, that touch our emotions and stimulate creativity. And this is what the new European Bauhaus is about. It is also a project for recovery. You all know how badly our economies and societies need a recovery that opens opportunities. We want to make our companies fit for the future, including the digital challenges. The European Bauhaus aims to amplify good examples, expertise, and ideas, to bring them to the market and support with dissemination. The European Bauhaus is an enabler for all those who want to shape the sustainable living of tomorrow. It is also a big adventure for the European Commission. Usually, we make detailed proposals carefully weighed in advance. This project is different. It's a bet. It is a bet that we can engage with citizens, with all those who want to contribute. And we even say, We want to create the concept together with all of you. The aim of the new European Bauhaus is just as it was in the historical Bauhaus movement. We want to convene people from different backgrounds and professions, architects, designers, artists, but also scientists, students, digital experts and business people. Only if we all work together will we be able to bring the European Green Deal to life. Only if culture and technology, innovation and design go hand in hand, can we create a better tomorrow. The new European Bauhaus is different and exciting. If we succeed, we can bring the European Green Deal into our everyday lives. Of course, we also look back at the historical Bauhaus, a movement that started in Dessau and Weimar and spread over the whole world. A movement that shaped the society of the 20th century. And we can still see the traces today in our cities, in textiles, in paintings and design. Maybe it sounds too ambitious to say that we would like to create a worldwide movement of the green and digital transition. And why not think big? And as far as we can see from the feedback that we are getting, we seem to be on the right track. There is so much interest from Portugal to Austria, from Slovenia to Finland, from Germany to Estonia, from architects, artists and designers from all over the world, from Japan to the US. It's an honor to have so many great minds on board, including John Schellenhuber and Bjarke Ingels, who will come up with brilliant ideas. Universities and students are joining with their creativity and ingenuity, and companies want to be part of it. From producers of concrete to companies from the automotive sector up to innovative startups. I have already learned a lot in this process. When we started to think about the project, I was skeptical of investing in wood as construction material. Today, I am a big fan of organic building materials. They are not only good for the climate, because they don't need CO2 in the production process, but they even store it later in the buildings. They can also be beautiful. I was amazed to see the wooden skyscrapers in Finland, or the vertical gardens in Milan. It is possible to match sustainability with style. It is possible to link technology with culture. We just need to dare. And we need to make sure that these examples don't remain one-offs. They need to spread. We want to make them accessible for all. Of course, it's not only about buildings. Imagine if the artists and architects of the historical Bauhaus had stopped there, how much we would have missed. Buildings are at the center, but the new European Bauhaus wants much more. We want to explore ways to live together after the pandemic while protecting our planet. The questions and contributions we've received so far mirror this ambition. And here are just some examples. How to enable different generations to live together better. How to use design for climate solutions. How to transform a train station or an opera house into a sustainable building. How can culture help to solve the climate crisis? And many more will follow. The new European Bauhaus won't stop at thinking and talking. We want to make it as tangible as possible. And that's why we will launch next month the first edition of the new European Bauhaus Prize. This summer we will reward 10 examples that will help inspire the new European Bauhaus project. The second step will be then the launch, this autumn, of calls for proposals for the first 5 pilot projects. We want to see visionary and transformative projects all over the European Union. Today, I would like to ask you to join this adventure, to reach out to partners in different sectors and brainstorm together. How can the new European Bauhaus contribute to bring about sustainable innovation? Innovation where form not only follows function, like in the historical Bauhaus, but where form also contributes to the health of our planet. I would like to invite you to join the new European Bauhaus movement, share your ideas, share your visions with us. And thank you very much for your attention.
I'm grateful to President von der Leyen for her insightful statement and the notion that the Bauhaus can be a means for recovery, speaking about our planet, but also about the pandemic and the much needed economic social recovery. This is what the world needs now. I urge you all to pitch in and make the new European Bauhaus a success. It's a call to action, like President von der Leyen said. I really think she is a great stateswoman, and we have to support her in this. We all can shape the future and put our expertise together. We not only can, we have to. Let's see how this can work in our next session.